that girl. You should know I don't give in till I'm floored. Put your feelings aside, give that wild side a try. Let's ride. No one does it better. Put your feelings aside, throw yourself out in the night. Let's ride. Let's ride. I wanna be like
I don't lead this way. I don't. No. We're safe. Yeah, we're safe. That is not my opener on a date. Are you a cat lady because cats are horrible and die? Yeah, that's not a good opener. Well, I don't know. You haven't seen my profile, but I will say this, and and I can say it to this crowd. I probably can't actually. You know what drives me crazy about this online? All the ladies' profiles say, "Men, why don't you have a detailed profile?" And then you write a detailed profile. No one's interested in your detailed profile. It seems just weird, but we've got a big crowd of 7 people listening to this, so. I feel like I've overshared to 7 random people I don't know. True. I should do it. Yes. That's you, Tanya, right? You're still in orange, so I think you're probably going to confuse me by saying, because you just look like everyone else's kit, so I think you're good to go. What is that orange kit? Actually, you look like you're wearing the same kit everyone else. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're in the right kit. All right. Yep. Thank you for that update. We've been trying that for 8 weeks now. It's not gonna happen. True, and you guys may have me trained to get the names right. All right, we're inside 1 minute. 40 seconds. For everybody that's listening to the YouTube, my counter that you see up there is 1 minute out, so they will go when it hits 1 minute. All right, 20 seconds. Remember, this will almost certainly go out really hard. First sprint, you do not have a power up. All right, let's go. It did go out hard, and are we going to get a split? We've got some people straggling behind. I don't see a split occurring yet. We got everyone in the front, though. That's fantastic. There you go. Okay, you're on the main road. It's a very slight downhill before you hit the hill. But very slight. You're not even going to notice. What? Everyone's weaving all over the road. Well done. Everyone made the split. That's fantastic. Have a look for white shirts. Oh, this is fantastic. I only see 3 white shirts. No, 4. 4 white shirts at the front. Split has happened. Maybe they'll get back in, but it's going to be hard. Keep doing what you're doing. It's a nice steady. It's a kilometer up here. It doesn't get too steep. Just got to keep the power on. Yep, you're all at the front. That's fantastic. There we go. I stepped away for a second and no one got dropped. I like that. All right, you just got to make it only very slightly past the sprint banner, and then it flattens out. So you're 90% of the way up this hill. Yep. They're trying to Danny, as we call it. But you've got to make this work. To make what they're doing work, you have to commit like you've got no idea. I suspect everyone will catch going around here because you have a huge group. They're only 1 second ahead. If you're going to go for the sprint lap 1, start thinking about where you need to be. We got people sorting themselves out. You can see that now. All right, Wendy and Beth, you're in the mix. Start stepping it up now if you're going for it. Wow, 10.5 watts a kilo from someone. Oh, who's there coming from behind? Go, Sarah. Keep going. Keep the power on, Sarah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I couldn't see if you got 1 or 2. I think you got 1. Nice. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. Sharon, okay, so your job, Sharon, is to let this group catch the group in front, of course, right? So use the steamroller to stay in this group. They'll pull you back in. Use it. You got to use it in the next kilometer because you'll pick up another one at the start finish. Feather, you use that in the last 200 meters before the gate. So you'll see it's downhill now, and then there's a slight uphill actually coming up fairly shortly. As soon as it pitches upwards, bang that feather out. And if anyone's got an arrow, use it anytime you like. That's exactly what you do with it. Hold it to the sprint. If you have an aero, that's good for the sprint as well. If you're in the front group, your main job is to stay in the front group. Sharon, your job is to stay in the group that you're in. It'll either catch up with the other group on the hill or it won't. Okay, but you're not going to make a significant difference to force that issue, so let them do the work. All right, so ahead of you, you've got the turn to the underpass. It goes, dips down, right? And then it goes back up, and it's deceptively hard to go back up the other side. If you're, particularly if you're not one of the mountain goats, if you're a little on the heavier side, you've got to really push to make it in the group. Do not get dropped going up here. I will be seriously pissed at you if you get dropped going up. All right, here you go. Step on those pedals if you have to. There we go. Everyone made it up. Sharon, I'm not jumping. Yeah, I know that's a lot of wasted power ups there from people. What's that? We're all in the split, I think. So there is. Finishing points are more important than sprint points. You don't want to get, I mean, sprint points are important, but if you're going to get booted at the back because you can't make the sprint and you can't recover afterwards, then you lose all around. We did well in that first sprint, and that's really important because probably from the first sprint is where the FTS is going to come from as well. I don't know. I saw some people commenting on that on Facebook, but I haven't seen our points. I mean, we got it on the first, but it's usually every lap. I should have checked in with Martin to see. Frank's on the line. Yeah, I know. I saw that too, Frank. Frank's on the line. Frank, do you happen to know? Have you seen whether or not FTS was only on the first lap, or was it just that the first lap was where the fastest ones were? Frank's our secret weapon. Yeah. The great news here is if AF only have 3 riders in, I'm trying to see if there's 4. I think they've only got 3 riders in this pack. No, in the lead group, I mean. Yeah, in the lead group. Then that puts us, I mean, we've got to beat them, but they also have to come third for us to tie with them, right? But we don't care about that. We're going to ride our race. So Frank, our secret weapon, doesn't know the answer. I don't. Frank, I only invited you for one reason. it's about 43. There's 43, 45. You guys would stop juggling for position. I think it'd be easier. Yeah, there's. I would do it slightly before. It kind of depends on your sprint dynamic, but I would do it when you were about to punch your effort. That's when you do it. Sarah, I want you to make sure you stay in this group, please. Not my fault you picked the big heavy wheel. Thank you. Do we have all 6 of you in the front group? We do, don't we? Well, I thought, Sharon, I thought you'd dropped, but you're back in the front group. Yeah. My furthest back person right now is you, Wendy, right? That's what I do. I jump. Oh, except for Sarah there. Now there you go. And everyone's in the front. Okay, there's a couple of riders going off the front. But there's 5 riders, 6 riders, but they haven't broken the elastic. They just tied themselves out. FTS is allocated across the board. Frank came through. All right. Get ready for your sprint. We've got somebody going out. They use the arrow. I think they're going to get caught. All right. Punch it if you're going. Well, we've got 2 in the front, 2. Front 3, I should say. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's get on those pedals. All right, at least 3 of you made points there. My angle was terrible. All right, Sharon, just back with you. I suspect the same thing will happen. You've got lots of people here trying to make it into the front group. So what I want you to do is just stay with them. Just draft off them, okay? Stay with all the people on your little group that are making all the effort to get to the front. There you go. You're at 2.5 watts a kilo. That's nice. Remember, you don't want to put the effort in, okay? You're just going to rest. Maybe some of those nice rescue otters that are with you will help. You have a arrow. If you've got it, well, we've gone through the start finish, right? So you want to keep all those power ups for. You want to keep all those power ups either for the hill if you have feather, or the other 2 for the sprint. Don't use it on the underpass. Use your legs on the underpass. There we go, Sharon. Your group is going to pick up the front group now. Good job, Sharon, for not pushing it, right? You can afford to let everyone else do the work because they're doing the same thing you are, only they're not as clever as you. There you go. You made contact. We've got all 6 riders in the front. And you are over a third of the way through this race. Yep. Okay, you're going to use that feather when you're, on the climb going up, and just use it to sit in the pack. If you don't want to try and do a run ahead, right? You don't want to try and, right? So just use it to recover. Use it so you can stay with the pack without putting out as much watts per kilo. Why is that person using a steamroller? This drives me crazy every time. Why is that person using a steamroller? I know. I should make more of a fuss on the recon videos. I just tell you what they've got and where you should use them, and I should make a big fuss about it. All right. AF still have 4 people in this little group, big group. This little group of 90% of the ride. But I think we've nailed them on points already. And I haven't been able to see who else has been beaten. And stick your noses in the wind. I'm watching you, Sarah Horsey, creeping forward. Some pretty high speed, 39 kilometers an hour on the cobbles. I guess a little bit downhill now, but no, he's picking up even. Yeah, a little way. It gets steeper the closer you get to when you'll see the sprint marker on the other side of the road. It gets steeper as you approach it. You want to use it before the sprint marker because it flattens out a little after the sprint marker. But that's a good time to use it because that's when you're going to need it most as well. It's really tight. It's like you're across the road there. go. Yeah, good job. Good job, Sarah. Yeah, they're going really early. That's even earlier than Danny went, but there's two from the same team. I'm going to trust you guys to... Well, I'll say this. You don't want to wheel them back. Oh, I don't think you are. They're going ahead of you. Yeah, they're doing 4.656. What's a kilo? But you don't care about them going off the front because they're not AF. They can't catch us. And if they come in first or second, right? No, we've got to beat AF. And we want them between us. So we don't care about them taking a few. You have to beat AF by 2, which means somebody needs to come between us and AF. You're not slowing down. He's got 7 seconds on you guys. That was a really nice lead. You got a fair dues to him. They did that well. Here, I'm gonna thumbs. You do have to watch Smirchich going off for AF. So, there you go. Oh, you're with. Well done. It's too early for a steamroller to do any good. She's not going, so yeah. I want everyone up there. Sharon, you too. Is this? Yeah, that's it. You do have a steamroller though. Use it fairly soon because it lasts 30 seconds. So a good one. All right. All right, they're going for points. AF are going for points this time around. There you go. Well done, Wendy. There we go. All right, I think we finished ahead of all of them. Beth, I think you nailed that one, right? You don't have to answer. Have a look how we're doing. Sharon, how are you doing? Yeah, I know you can't answer because you're muted. Because hopefully you can hear. Same as before, but you don't have a tight group with you. So I do not want you to lose this AF rider that's ahead of you. All right, Sharon, you're not going to have much help. And I don't. Okay. Oh, there's a huge group behind you though, Sharon. All right, I'm going to count them in, Sharon, because you need to use the group that's behind you to pull you up to the front group. They're about 5 meters behind you. Put on the power now. They're coming past you. Let's see you go. That's it. Well done. That's it. Come on, Sharon. Come on. You got it. Don't let him break you. Come on, Sharon. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. There you go. Sit with this group now, and they'll take you where you need to be. Well done. There we go. All right, same strategy as before, Sharon. You let them pull you up. Don't do any work at all. Because that's how we roll. All right, everyone else is still with the front group. Why are these people going off the front here? That seems a complete waste of energy. I've heard of a long range attack. That's crazy. You're well past halfway now. You're on lap 3. Oh, right. And you've just been reabsorbed now. Two. Wendy, nudge yourself back up in the pocket. That's it. Well done. Yeah, 2 more sprints. And then after the final sprint, you got that 1 kilometer, 1.2 kilometers back down the hill. And that makes for a very interesting last sprint because you've got to work out how you do that without getting dropped and losing overall position. All right. Same as always. Nobody's allowed to get dropped going up here, and nobody's allowed to use a power up. Because I'm mean. Yeah, not like that ATP lady. She's using a power up there. She's really hurting. That's what that tells me. If you use a power up there, you're really hurting. Steamroller there, like what are you doing? Hi, Wendy. Yep. All right. And Beth's not going to say anything about what she's going to do and go for each of them. No, the feather you want to use on the hill. Because the sprint is downhill. I mean, in theory, you could use it going around the Arc de Triomphe where it's flat. But I don't know. It would give you some benefit, but you're better off using it to save what's going up the hill. So Frank just pointed out on YouTube that in his race earlier, and ours mirrored this, the last sprint, so not this one, but the last sprint was pretty mellow because nobody wanted to lose final position points. Well, I'm adding the because part. We don't know why it was mellow, but that would make sense to me. All right, we're down to 30 now in this front group. And there's a long way back to the group behind. Like I think, let me jump to Sharon. Yeah, so it's not that far actually, 22 seconds. So Sharon, I'm watching you. You're just sitting in this group. Your job is to basically stay with this group and finish in front of, because you're not going to get any points for the sprint. So your job now is finishing position. Okay. And what are we looking at? We're looking at 33. Oh, about a third of the group you're in, Sharon, will be in the 25 to 30 point range. and the rest will be in the lower pool. Oh, there you are. Yeah, your mute was on. I figured you were just being highly focused. Are you going again? I guess it worked last time. Why not go again? AF are not letting them go. So you guys want to keep up. You can't just let them go this time if AF are, and if you've got a feather, you probably want to use it shortly. All right, good job reeling in AF. We don't care about the flyers. We do care about AF. Jen, don't get caught out here. Let's get you moving up, please. I don't know. I take my eye off you for a sec. What do you do? There you go, back up there. Well done. So you're just about to lap somebody. Who's that we're catching up? Okay, that's what I was worried about. We just lapped somebody. You know, this could really play into our favor if that team, if the F3 team start winning all the points. Now, we don't want them to win more points than us, though. All right. There, are you coming from behind here? Either come from behind or stay at the back of the pack. It's a tactical. There you go. I'm trying to remember who said they were going to go for it this time. Was it you, Tanya? What? There you go. All right, I'm watching Tanya. All right, here we go. Whole stream of those power. Oh, Sarah's not letting you have it. Oh. All right, we got 3 people in the points, but AF did get us there. But Sarah, you got 3rd place, I think, or did you get better than? Oh, nice. We got those ones that went out. All right, let's see where we are. Everyone's got to pull back in. We can't afford to have anyone drift back. There you go. That's it. Wendy, you're our furthest back and you're about to make contact. You can let this person in, the Agawatt person, pull you in. I don't even know how we say that. I don't know how you say Agawatt or Agawatt. Who knows? All right, we're all back in the front. Are we lapping that person ahead, or are they just ahead for some reason? They're not careful. Get spat out the back. Oh, there we go. They're out of the saddle. Yeah, they don't want to get spat out the back. Wendy, if you keep drifting to the back and there's a split, you won't make it. Let's have you back up in the pocket. Beth, you must be very tired indeed. You just used your steamroller. Unless that was left over from the stop thing. I shall shush then. Yes, only in the last year or so is it? Oh, that's people do not. I mean, some people have grey hair, but it looks like they chose that. Yeah, I would like to be able to choose purple. All right, same rules apply. Focus on here. Nobody gets dropped. Nobody uses their power up. There we go. All made it up. Five kilometers to go. If that group go out ahead this time, let's not let them go. See, Snow's not messing around. She's sticking with you guys. Valen asked if they should get all tactical and make sure they didn't finish ahead. And I said, you know what? On the day, everyone rides their ride. You know? If Snow wants to get some points, Snow should get some points. I mean, we all want to beat Snow because she's riding for the enemy today. But all right, nobody gets dropped going up this hill. You got a feather, you know where to use it by now, I think. I'm just going to drop back and check on Sharon. There you go, Sharon, you're doing exactly what you need to. Stay in this group. So Sharon, I'd said this before, but you were muted, so maybe that meant you couldn't hear me. Your job is to finish in the top third of this little pack. Okay? Don't care about the sprint. I care about you finishing the top third of this little pack. And most importantly, ahead of that AF. Okay? That's it. You got no other mission other than that. And that mission might make the season for us. Not that I want to put any pressure on you, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's a really good point. you do have a sprint, and the time you use it is in that last 200 meters before the finish line, not at the actual sprint line. All right, I'm back with the lead pack. I can't remember how far. Well, we need to finish ahead of them today, though. We got a split going, so let's move it forward. Jen, I don't want you to miss this split. That's it. Let's step that power up a little, Jen, not for long. But you can see everything stretching out. If you need to use your power up now, Jen, you should use it. Any of them will work okay. That F3 rider really does have a technique. She's only 3 seconds ahead this lap, so I think you guys will catch easily. Okay, you guys still want to use your power up before the sprint because you'll pick up another power up at the sprint. So even if you're not going for it at the sprint. Hopefully that made sense. Made sense in my head before I spoke. We still have 4 in this lead pack to AF's 3 in this lead pack. All right, you're about 150 meters out from the end of the sprint. Maybe 200. Yeah, there we go. You're on the straightaway now. There you go, steamroller. You want to use it soon. Watch out for AF. They're going for it again. Let's not let them take it. All right, you're right about that. Come on, Tanya. You got a massive lead out chain. 14 people ahead of you, Tanya. That's perfect. Wheel them in. Don't be too early, though. All right, we got 4 in the top 5. Come on, you got this. No more Jesus in me. Got about 400 meters to go. $300 meters, less than that. 200 meters from here. So if you got your sprint in you, now is when you use it. 100 meters. Go on, Sarah. And there's the win. All right, back with you, Sharon. You're on the downhill stretch now. Your job, remember, you've got to stay in the top 3 or 4 of these riders. Now, Sharon, what power-up do you have? Arrow? Okay, no, it's all right. I heard him. You're going to use the arrow then in the last 200 meters. You got to stay with them till then. Don't let too many of them go ahead of you. That's it. Stay in the mix. Just draft. Got about 600 meters to go, maybe a touch more. You have 400 meters to go. You're going to punch the arrow when I tell you to. I'm going to do it at 200 meters. All right, wait, hold it, keep pedaling, keep pedaling. Hit the arrow now and pedal your little legs out. That's it, go. Go, come on, you can sprint all the way. This is a sprint now. This is a sprint. There you go. There you go, you got it, you're out of the saddle. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We will take whatever position that was, which I think was 18th. Oh, I can look over here. No, I can't. Oh, third. Oh, I can watch it. I'll tell you what position you finished in. 31st, 30th. You made it in 30th. We got first place there. And I think, Sarah, I think you got FTS as well. No, FTS is only one. Every lap? They do an FTS every lap? Nice. Yeah, that was great. I don't know where the results are going to put us, but that was fantastic. All right, so there we are for the finish. Thank you, all of you, for staying with us. I don't know if there's we couldn't just take the win here because we've got to beat the other team by enough points to jump past them. So we had 2 points to make up. So we don't just have to beat them; someone else has to beat them too. So, and that's the AF team. So we will see what happens. On, what are you saying, Frank? Yeah, that's what I wasn't. So there we go. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. So Sarah could legitimately, if she got FTS 5 times, then she could win 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, whatever that would look, which would be math. All right. Well, I'm going to shut. I don't know why. I should be looking to the camera, shouldn't I? I'm going to shut down the stream now. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. That was pretty awesome. I feel reasonably confident of our chances of getting promoted. There we go. Can't ask for more than that. Talk to you guys later.